Hi, this is Christy Schaefer with the Schaefer Home Team, and I am here today with Nick Macarone from Oxford Mortgage, and to answer some of our lending questions. Hi, Nick. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, hi, Christy. How are you?
Doing good, doing
Good.
good.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I am curious to know more about credit score and how important is your credit score to getting a loan?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's extremely important.
Mhm.
It's one of the three, primary pieces that you need to obtain a home loan, right? You've got your credit score,
Right?
your debt to income ratio, and your loan to value. So how much are you putting down,
Hmm.
right? Without the credit score that meets that loan product, you won't be able to obtain a loan. So credit score is extremely important. Knowing what your credit score is before you go into the home buying process, also extremely important. So you're getting what you think you're going to get,
Good.
right?
Good.
Yep.
Okay. Well, now, what kind of credit score do I need to have in order to get a loan? I get that question a lot.
Yeah. So there's different credit scores for different programs, right? So for example, CHFA, which
Hmm.
is the Colorado Housing Finance Authority, down payment assistance type
Right?
programs, 620.
Okay.
Okay. Ideally, right now, and some of this has changed and is changing due to some of the COVID guidelines being created, and then some of them starting to go away. 640. Depending on how much you're putting down, things like that.
Okay.
Ideally, you want a minimum of a 680.
Okay.
Okay, so
And if you get up
you can.
higher, then is there a benefit to that?
Yeah. So the higher you go, obviously, the better your rate is going to be, and the
Okay.
cost to obtain that rate will be less.
Good. That's good
Um,
to know.
Yeah, really what we tell people is really every 20 points is kind of a breaking point. 700 to 720, a little bit
Hmm.
better. 720 to 740, a little bit better.
Good.
740, and so on and so forth. So, um, yeah, but 680, I would say, is where deals still look really good right now.
Okay.
When you start to get under that, they get a little expensive, and we start to talk to people about, you might want to take a month here and try to get your score up just a hair,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
But again, rates are so good right now that even at a 640, I think in
Yeah.
5 years, people will look back and be like, holy cow, my rate is what? That's amazing, right?
Right.
But normally I would say that we want to be at a 680.
Now, a lot of people I know, they go online to like Credit Karma
Mhm.
or whatever to find out their credit score, and they're
Yeah.
convinced that they know it. And then when they come to a lender, it's a little different.
Yeah.
So, talk to me about that.
Yeah. So I got to be totally honest with you, and I'm not sure why that is. Okay. Why it's different. I mean,
Yeah.
I use Credit Karma as well.
Right.
I think it's a great resource to give you a really good idea, usually, of where you're at.
Mhm.
But it is different in a lot of cases.
Sure.
So, what I would recommend is that if you are interested in buying a home, you need to talk to your home loan person, either me or somebody like me, that can
Right.
help you obtain a credit report kind of through
Right.
the pre-approval process.
Good.
Because that credit report and that tri-merge, the three bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, that is what is going to be used for your home qualification
Okay.
process. Okay, not Credit Karma.
Right.
So I think you definitely want to do that so you can find out and make sure that you are where you think you are.
Okay.
And if you're not, that gives you time as well to work on getting that score to where it needs to be for that process. So even though Credit Karma, the things you get through your Discover card, things like that, your free credit report that you get every year,
Right.
are great resources. And sometimes they're spot on, sometimes they're not. So I
Okay.
think you need to get a credit pull from the person that's going to be helping you through the process, since that's the one that's going to be used.
Sure.
Okay?
Now, if I know that my credit score is not up to 620, 687,
Mhm.
what kind of things can I do to improve my credit score?
Yeah. So, there's several things. I think the first thing that we would always want to check is collections, past dues, stuff like that, right?
Right.
Paying that stuff off, your score is not going to jump from a 620 to a 680 in most
Okay.
cases.
Okay.
What we want to do with that, though, is kind of, for lack of a better term, stop the bleeding,
Mm.
right? Make sure that next time the credit reports report, that your score doesn't go down again.
Right. Right. That
Right?
would be terrible.
So we want to get that stuff cleaned up. But the quickest way to get your score up is to focus on your revolving items, right? So credit cards, primarily.
Right.
You want to be as far away from that limit on that specific card as possible. The
Okay.
further you are, the better. So when we're looking at a credit report and we're trying to find the quickest ways to get the score up, it's usually, hey, don't worry about paying more off on the car. Don't worry about paying more off on the student loan.
Okay.
Let's focus on the credit cards.
Okay, good.
That's the quickest way in most cases to pick up an
So
improvement.
good places to start are collections
That's
and
right.
credit cards and
Yep.
good.
Yep,
good.
exactly. And we can listen, we're not credit repair people, right?
Right.
So there are credit repair people out there, but we find in most cases, credit repair is not totally necessary, or in a lot of cases, I'd say. So, we will make suggestions and recommendations off the programs that we have and can see kind of what score is going to do if we do certain things.
Okay.
And so it's always a good place to start.
Great. Wonderful. Well, those are some very helpful tips. Thank you so much for being with me today. And to those who are watching, if you have more questions, feel free to reach out to Nick or give me a call, 720-320-8211, and I can make that connection. And as always, I am here to answer your questions and help you with all of your real estate needs. Thanks.
Thanks, Christy.
Mm-hmm.